What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Houston Cougars. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Virginia head coach before this game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Lewis. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Hughes. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So now they come to the line on 2nd and 7 after the delay of game penalty. Looking to pass, it's Henderson. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. He'll pitch it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still. You've got to win. That's the...
He's loose down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. Great job by the back on the option.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Running behind that left side. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Sanford. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's got room. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Sanford. Turning it on at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cougars. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking for a crease, it's Lewis. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. There's some room. The 50, the 40, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Sanford. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Henderson. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fires to the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Hughes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll break out the wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. He'll toss it. They stop him before he can get to the 1st down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Quarterback keeps it. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already
flying out to the left at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Virginia.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Coming out with it, it's straight. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Henderson. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Second down, going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second and long here. The fake wants to throw. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late, until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
This drive will open from the 15. Pulls it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, inside the 40, inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Just
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeps it on the ground. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 30. Inside the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Hughes. Now the toss. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield is Henderson. They're all over him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another 3rd down stop for this defense.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Snaps on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's changing the play. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. Now the pitch. Pass to 6. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
How about the QB right there? Willing to pitch it on 4th down, right? Like, doesn't take it himself, makes a really, really good read, gets the ball to his guy.
Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeps it moving, it's Lewis. Brings it into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. The Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run him again. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Sooners looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Gets a hand in there.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sells to fake. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up. Handoff again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Trying to squeak through the pile. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that opportunity for big plays.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board. But back,
He's into the open down the middle. The 40, the 30, the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Cougars have it with a 1st and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
after getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Hughes. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
Racing down the left side. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Once he got some room, it was over. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting him outflanked with the Wildcat.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that. stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Taken down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On the snap, it's Hughes. The pitch. Can't get him to the ground. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Virginia. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. See some running room. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down to keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up fourth and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Now, when you're down and it's the fourth quarter, we got to do this. We got to go for it, and that's the second time on this drive they've gone for it. The second time they've got it. Whatever it takes, it's go time. We're down, and we got to continue to make plays.
At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. And that is the last thing they wanted to see with this guy in the middle of the Heisman Trophy race. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Out wide left, it's Thomas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they have an...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Wigman. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Sanford. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset.